Jesus likes to shock people, and today when we read the story of the Good Samaritan, it doesn't really shock us because we just think, oh yeah, the Good Samaritan. But actually, Samaritans and Jews hated one another. They really, really did not get on. So he's deliberately using this provocative image of a Samaritan who's helping this poor guy, whereas the priest and the Levite didn't, as a way of shocking us into realizing, actually, we're to show mercy even to those people that we hate. You and I today, what does that look like for you? We're to show mercy to people who we don't get on with and be kind to them as much as we can, even though that is very difficult. And Mary and Martha, this little story, shows us that Jesus thinks one thing is really, really important, and it's hanging out with him. And so Martha is preparing everything, and you might think, wow, that's amazing. She's getting the meal ready for Jesus and things like that. She's doing all this activity for Jesus. And then Jesus says, one thing is needed. Mary's chosen what is right, and it won't be taken from her. I can sometimes think that the thing God really wants from me is to get really busy doing loads of stuff for him. And if I do that, and it's good to do that, but if I do that at the expense of actually spending time with him, being in his presence, hanging out with him, then I've missed it. And so have you. And for me, I need to be reminded every now and then that all this other stuff that I've put so much work into, actually, Jesus says one thing is needed, and it's this. It's being in my presence, and it's sitting with me. One of the reasons that I sometimes find that hard is because when I do sit with the Lord, I don't really know what to say. My mind wanders, and I struggle to pray and things like that. And this is where Jesus encourages us, because first of all, you see that you can learn how to pray. It's something we can all learn. We'll probably always be learners when it comes to prayer. And then secondly, he shows us what to pray. And this is the version of the Lord's Prayer that we read in Luke's Gospel. Matthew has it also. Just a few things from this. It starts with Father. The word Abba there, it means kind of daddy, father. That's where prayer starts, by calling God Daddy. Then hallowed be your name, your kingdom come. Do you see the first three lines? What they do is they focus our attention from ourselves onto God. You are glorified. I praise everything about you. Your kingdom come. Sometimes I'll pray that over various situations or places. Your kingdom come in the place that I live. Your kingdom come in my street. Your kingdom come in my life. Your kingdom come in the life of these people that don't know you. Your will be done in their life. Your kingdom come. Give us each day our daily bread. This comes before the bit about asking for forgiveness, which I always think it should be the other way around, because normally what I do is I apologise to God. I'm so sorry for everything I've done and everything I might do and everything I could possibly do one time. Now that I've said sorry, can I ask you for some things? And he puts it the other way around, because actually everything God gives to us is always dependent on his goodness and not on ours. Forgive us our sins. We'll always sin this side of heaven, but we can ask for forgiveness, and the important thing is to do that quickly. Obviously we don't aim to sin, but when we do, to say sorry quickly, and then in turn to keep short accounts with other people as well, to choose to forgive them, and lead us not into temptation. God will help us wherever we struggle. Turn to him in prayer. These are the things to say.